Hey guys, Joshua Peterson here with Peterson Electric. Today I wanted to do a video for you guys that follow me. The complaint is I drilled my wire. It happens all the time with small Romex to your old NMB cloth. This is a flat aluminum 3-wire conductor from the 70s, I believe. And it was just lying right across here. No notch plate. Not even center of stud, though that was a 2x6 wall. So very easy to do when someone's putting up a shelf just to put their laundry stuff, soap and whatnot up there. So as you can see, when this got drilled, the braided neutral wraps around the two hots. So it's not a 4-wire conductor, just a 3. And as it drilled through the jacket, it hit here and hit the aluminum. Funny thing is that he reset the breaker, turned it on, and the dryer was running fine. A lot of people will probably be like, hey, no big deal, I don't need to do anything. Well, if you leave that screw in there, it will eventually heat up and melt, and it will cause a fire. If you pull the screw out or the drill bit, you might get away for a little bit, but once you've cut into the insulation of that conductor, that ungrounded conductor, the hot, over time, that the heating of it as you dry your clothes will actually just cause it to break in half. And you either wreck your dryer, start a fire, trip the breaker, could be the various of all of it. So this is an older dryer with the mechanical, or excuse me, the turn dial. These timers are a little bit more bulletproof, but you have a new front loader digital, and that happened when it popped, you're going to have some serious issues. You probably wrecked your dryer. Beyond that, they did have a square DQO panel, so those are good breakers, and it did sense it. If it was an FPE or a Zinsco, it may have not sensed anything, and it just started to arc weld on that drill bit. So when he was drilling, he was just trying to pre-drill to put in some heavier screws. But as you can see, our code speaks in 110 and also in chapter 300 under wiring methods of how to install drilling through your 2x6s and 2x4 studs. But yeah, they notched it up here. So our solution, I mean, over the phone, he texted me. The plug was originally over here, yet the dryer and dryer vent are here, and yet the plumbing's in the center. So instead of us trying to do 2 splices to get it to reconnect over there, we cut it out of the wall here, the box, cut the wire, pulled it back, and then we were hoping to go to here, but the wire actually went higher. So we pulled it through, cut the drywall out square. When you're cutting, be very, very slanted at a 15-degree angle in your Sawzall. As you can see, we were close to hitting the pipes, but not that close. But actually, I crossed over the Romex and the drain pipe here, the vent stack. So it was really close to almost hitting that in 2 corners there. But as you cut in, you can see what many things can be in the wall. We've got a vent over here, and we have, actually I think this is a sewage pipe from upstairs, a toilet. But that's your vent stack over here for the washer. So anyways, this right here, we just pulled it down, took that box out, flipped the box, put it over here, and we're good to go. But keeping in mind, I mean, this is the old AC line right here. We were hoping to go lower with it, but they said they're totally fine with it being at this height. Otherwise, in order to get it lower, we may have had to cut over to this side of the stud and pulled it over here shorter, but they wanted to minimize more cutting of drywall. Anyways, so just wanted to give you guys a heads up on that. I've never done a video on that. I've had quite a few things where even a low voltage guy was out there putting a satellite dish and drilled into a 4-aught SER, which went from the main disconnect all the way through the house to the garage on a 200 amp service. And that was not an easy fix at all to splice. I think actually we had to re-pull the whole thing from the outside disconnect cutting wall in a dining area with a very nice Crawford ceiling all the way going out to the garage and re-pull it all in. Very expensive cost to make a pinhole like that, but even if it's a number 8 aluminum like this, all the way to a 4-aught SER or a number 14 gauge copper, just make sure you get it re-pulled or spliced between the two. So again, we could have spliced if we needed to, but it just made better sense to move it over, cut it out, and then just get someone to mud this in. Anyways, guys, hopefully that helped you out. And again, this is just about if I drilled a wire, you'll know because you'll see a flash, and that usually will tell you something. Have a good day. Thanks.